you think of the Warrior Award at the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony? Is the WWE just trying to ride on the coattails of other people's accomplishments, or do they really help out, contribute to the cause or whatever beforehand, and then later on give them the Warrior Award? If they're doing the former, then I'm really surprised how no one's calling them out on it. Who do you figure is the person who came up with this idea? My guess? It is Stephanie McMahon, wanting a sense of accomplishment, wanting to come across as a philanthropist so bad because she knows that everyone else knows the product suffered when she joined creative.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is this an essay or a question?
Yeah, I don't know if Stephanie created the Warrior Award because she wants to distract from when she was on creative 15 years ago. I don't think that's the reason.
Here's the thing. The reason why it was created was to get good publicity and honor somebody, and it's a win-win, right? And do something. And I assume they do all the things they say they're going to do. I have not been checking up on them. It's not my week to watch them. Having said that, it's one of these. It's like the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal. I think that they had a good award that they named after an asshole. And in this case, Warrior was a much worse asshole, in my opinion, than Moolah was. But it's for the same reason that they did that, because I guarantee you, if you set Stephanie McMahon down in a chair and held a gun to her head, I would bet, unless it's been over the last several months or whatever the fuck, or whenever the people have started talking about it on Twitter, and I assume she reads that, she would have never known that the Ultimate Warrior fucking was happy about Bobby Heenan's cancer and wanted him to die, and said all these horrible right-wing crackpot things about fucking homosexual people, or just crackpot shit in general. These are the boss's kids, and they grew up with, they knew that Warrior was hard to deal with. I'm sure Vince filled him in on his business battles with him, but I guarantee you that Vince probably didn't know that he said that about Bobby. Because they live in their bubble, and they do not know the things that we know about other people in the wrestling business. Because unless somebody sits them down and tells them, they don't watch other wrestling programs, they don't read wrestling newsletters, they don't read any books on wrestling that they don't publish themselves. And that's just the way it is. I'm not even yelling at them about it. But, so I can firmly believe that, except for being, the business nut, they probably, Warrior, well, he was part of the WWE history, but he was a fucking prick. He was a goofy prick. He was always an ass. Bobby Heenan told me himself that Bobby had the bad neck because of Warrior clotheslining him when his back was turned, and he hadn't turned to feed for it yet, and broke his neck. And he never apologized for it, because he sat off in his own fucking dressing room instead of being with the boys. And when Bobby went to him and said, "Hey, you fucked my neck up," he said a lot of horrible things about people that didn't deserve it. He was a horrible fucking wrestler. He was a horrible fucking human being, and he was a goof. So why not name a charity award after him?
Well, I guess the other issue, though, is they have an award they give someone who's, I guess, inspirational would be the best way to put it, each year. That's the Warrior Award.
Yeah, the only inspirational thing he did was coming back and accepting the award the day before he died.
But even
Which, once again, is another example of you can't write this shit. Things work out perfectly.
But even there, at his Hall of Fame induction speech, he said he wanted there to be an award, and he wanted it to go to the people in WWE who aren't on camera, who don't get publicity, who are the people who really make the machine run and help out the wrestlers and make life easy for everyone. And they ignored that idea. They said, let's not honor our employees. Let's honor people we can get publicity for honoring.
Well, because it's PR. Well, why would they do it if it's not PR? Because why do they have the wellness program? It's PR. Because they have to have good PR. So I'm not against them having good PR and giving an award to people who are inspirational and deserve it, but to name it after that fucking clown, why not name it after Bobby Heenan?
Why not name the wellness policy after him?
Yeah, there you go, because he's the one that fucking caused that to be necessary. The Ultimate Warrior WWE Wellness Program for all of you fucking people that had to take a bunch of fucking shit to look like this fucking goof that we made to look like the standard of wrestling all those years ago and suffered for it ever since.